Hey, it's been a while, isn't it? Last I uploaded the day 22 of the series in June of the last year, and since then this campaign was pretty much abandoned and all that. Not abandoned, but on hold, and there's so many great games released and projects. Well, the reason I'm making this now is because the game just on December 2nd, right now, released a huge overhaul of the entire game, a rebalance 2.0. Yes, it's crazy. And effectively, this renders this save file very much outdated and useless because they redesigned and revamped every hero pretty much, changed their skills. Yeah, as you can see, I quickly there's so many books of respec. Yeah, the developers are give you just in case you want to continue. They literally added a brand new building in the game, so now things are different. There's a lot of passive purchases, like things, the itemization system. Yeah, the missions themselves are slightly different. There again, the patch notes for this 2.0 are massive, like they made 3 separate announcement threads for it. It's just massive. I'm not gonna read all of them, but I actually read most of them outside of some numbers and damage because it depends on a difficulty, so it doesn't matter. Unfortunately, I have to just basically, if I'm gonna play from beginning, I gotta reanalyze every single character on very hard. Anyway, so I'm basically here to announce that I'm finishing season 1 of my content, yeah, this playthrough, as it's impossible to continue it fairly. Yeah, the game is different. Yeah, and you cannot play the game on Steam without updating it. So, not anymore, at least. So, and whatever. Yeah, like here's the thing. Back when I was playing this campaign, I already was completely dominating. I'm no actually I'm not even special that much. Yes, at the first it was struggle, but then people online figure out disgusting combos, how to abuse this AP kill system, and again, this is just the poor design by devs having such a fantastic game. You know, this game is still. I constantly on my streams say that this is one of my best, recent tactical turn-based games, and one of my game of the years of the last year, pretty much. So yeah, the fact that they released it with these exploits with AP, infinite AP on kills and what's not, and you can stack them and save them for the next turns. Oh my god! You know, there was imagining that it was like in the XCOM or, well, there's a great example. There's this Warhammer tactical game was released also recently. They had a similar problem. Yeah, people didn't really like that watched either. Abandoned the game also quickly. Well, the game was obviously comparable to this one, for example. There was not that much to offer, yeah, but still, nonetheless, it just as a game designer, it should not be happening. In fact, I'm surprised they didn't hotfix it a long time ago. It took them finally this whole of game redesign patch. But yeah, there's also argument that, oh my god, it's a single player game. How dare they basically do some such thing, ruining people's saves, and it's just a single player game. Who cares? Exploit it, you will. Yeah, but it's fun when the game is also alive, gets updated. And again, speaking of content, I know I missed out on quite a bit. Let me actually show you. So the game itself also got, not just 2.0 got released, but there's also seasonal content. So it's separate from my YouTube numbering the playlist and what's not. So there's actually seasonal content called Chain God with its own mini campaign and endgame option if you have a save file for it. I did a video on it also, if you remember. I was excited for it, and of course they just released, this is the hot thing. This is outside of the entire game rebalance, they also did this Rising Eclipse. On top of that, there's also, they introduced the skirmish packs. Now there are 4 of them. One of them is free, and then they released 2 paid DLCs. I'll buy them once I'm ready to play them. I'll probably make a separate videos and what's not about that. And they also released today a brand new Sealy-based, I believe, skirmish pack, 10 missions each, the difficulty here and what's not. So kind of cool, yeah. Reminds me of the situation with the Stronghold and Stronghold Crusader that we recently had to experience with the Definitive Edition there. And the skirmishes. Okay, so that's cool. Even more content. Fantastic. And this is what I love to see. And yeah, that's basically the situation here. I have to... and yeah, I also should mention that, you know, two obvious reasons that I didn't finish, even though I was like very close to finishing season 1 of my let's play or streams, yeah. I was just felt overpowered as everybody else. It was not even that, like, it was just mindless killing. AI couldn't do much. Getting wrecked on turn 1, pretty much, it was just superbly overpowered and disgusting. I didn't even want to pretty much finish it. And I was also excited for the endgame releases, and I knew that there's going to be content packs, skirmishes, so my plan was to come back to this game eventually. Once, you know, even more content is stacked, so to speak, and I will return for more streams and YouTube videos, whatever we're gonna decide. So there we go. There I had two reasons. So yeah, it's true that some of the unfortunate games on my channel or streams, they get kind of abandoned, forgotten, yeah, or like super busy to the point where like I just never return to them. But this is, you know, I'm gonna slowly work on that and keep, so to speak, fixing my gaming scenes of not finishing awesome games and things. And but yeah, the December is gonna get stacked. We got, you know, Rook Trader, another massive like tactical, possibly, you know, it's an all cat game, so I don't even know how my community is gonna react to that. But yeah, Rook Trader coming out in 4 days. There's some other things. The game gets updated, and again, I am just one person. But there we go. Just a quick update video to the situation. This will be the final video for this playlist. You can think that season 1 was basically beaten. Again, there was no challenge at all. Yeah, like I was playing Ironman very hard, the true Ironman, yeah, not this silly like roguelite mode that the game is calling here, which is still not exactly Ironman, but close enough. But yeah. So I'll see you in season 2 content, I guess, or on live streams. I will link it in the description, yeah, once it's all published and uploaded. But of course I will have to upload this first to, you know, keep things right and tidy on my channel. Let's go, 2.0. So many changes. And I love this game.